We're now diving into episode 116. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button. The wandering spirit moved at terrifying speed, bringing 13 straight back to the Soul Tribes. Within 10 li, the entire region had become their territory. Thick black mist swirled around them, souls darted through the air, and tribe members trained relentlessly. The wandering spirit sensed hundreds of hidden guardians within 100 li radius. The defenses were impenetrable. As soon as he stepped onto tribal land, a cry of joy rang out from the elder. The elder has returned. All members fell to their knees in reverence. Yanghua transformed into a black mist and rushed forward with deep respect. "We welcome you back, elder." The entire tribe shouted in unison. The scene was awe-inspiring, majestic. Deep in the valley of the Soul Tribe, the wandering spirit sat in lotus position. Before him, kneeling, was 13, his eyes brimming with emotion. 3 days had passed since the wandering spirit's return. He had awakened 13 using spiritual arts. The moment 13 opened his eyes, the first face he saw was Wang Lin's. He was overcome with joy. From 13's words, Wang Lin learned everything that had happened over the past year and more. When 13 mentioned Hu Pao, Wang Lin sighed deeply. Hu Pao had vanished without a trace in the Black Prison. Wang Lin swept his consciousness across the ancient demon city, but found no sign. Hu Pao had practiced the soul absorption technique taught by the wandering spirit. His soul's control should have belonged to Wang Lin. Yet now nothing. No trace. Wang Lin deduced. If Hu Pao still lived, he must be trapped somewhere extraordinary. But he let the thought go. His focus returned to 13. Long ago, Wang Lin had sent Hu Pao and 13 to the ancient demon city to test them. If they passed, he would teach them deeper arts. But the extraction technique was far more advanced than soul absorption, and rarely shared. 13 had passed the trial, proving his loyalty. Then, the wandering spirit pulled from the storage bag of the great demon elder a jade sword of emerald green, and taught 13 the first 6 levels of the 9 rebirths of the spirit technique. 13 was moved to tears. He swore his life would serve only the wandering spirit. Wang Lin waved his hand, 13 departed. Alone in the valley, Wang Lin meditated, pondering what to do with the Banner of Souls. In 3 months, he must travel to Tianyao Prefecture. The capital was too far. The banner could not remain here to gather souls. Meanwhile, in the western desert of the Soul Valley, Hu Pao sat cross-legged. Around him hovered over 100 black flags, from which souls drifted into the air, wrapped in swirling black mist. A cloaked old man watched silently from afar. He ordered Hu Pao to stop. Hu Pao rose and bowed respectfully, calling the elder benefactor, thanking him for saving his life and teaching him powerful arts. The elder mentioned the wandering spirit had reappeared in the ancient demon city, and saved 13. A complex emotion flickered in Hu Pao's eyes, then he sneered. "He taught me soul absorption, but his intentions were vile. Because of him, I was thrown into the Black Prison and drew the wrath of Sima Yan. The torment of that prison turned hope into hatred." He swore, never again would he be anyone's puppet. The elder nodded coldly, a silent approval. Then he vanished into smoke. Hu Pao clenched his fists and swore. Once he absorbed every soul, he would kill both the wandering spirit and Sima Yan. His hatred for Wang Lin burned without limit. He would repay him with the Banner of Souls and the suppression of Yuan Qi. Deep in the desert stood a black tower, radiating eerie authority. The cloaked elder entered its peak and knelt before ancient armor etched with cloud patterns. Inside the armor, a faint glow pulsed, an invisible coldness seeped into the air. The elder reported on the demon emperor Scorpion's condition. After receiving his reply, he left the tower drenched in sweat. Below, he sat in meditation, thinking of Hu Pao's future. He planned to merge soul absorption with his own cultivation to forge Hu Pao into a demon guardian. But he sensed a flaw in the technique. Still, despite Hu Pao's low origins and weak foundation, he had been chosen as the test subject. The elder silently decided, if the experiment succeeded, he would personally visit the Soul Tribe and uncover its secrets. Back in the Soul Valley, the wandering spirit withdrew a sealed orb from his storage bag. After weaving intricate seals, the orb bloomed like a flower, and Yao Shishui appeared inside. Her face was pale. She sat cross-legged. On her forehead, the mark of life flickered, each pulse sending a spark of vitality, keeping her from dying. Yao Shishui opened her eyes, and fixed Wang Lin with a look of pure venom. But Wang Lin ignored her gaze. Calmly, he asked, Had she considered his offer? She gritted her teeth. Despair boiled inside her. In this frozen silence, time had no meaning. Outside, only a year had passed, but for her, it felt like countless lifetimes. Wang Lin reminded her. This was her second chance. If she refused again, the third time, they would never meet again. She tried to threaten him with her father's power. But Wang Lin admitted. Yes, he feared the blood clan, yet he would not yield. Since I've already made an enemy of them, he said, it's better to control you. Maybe that's my only chance to survive. She begged, swore to forget everything, to erase the past. But Wang Lin spoke plainly. He didn't believe oaths. Faced with her rage, he offered a deal. Answer his questions, and he'd shorten her imprisonment. She hesitated, then spat a cold threat. My father will avenge me. The wandering spirit sighed. You've wasted your second chance. This is your last one, don't waste it. Then, with a swift motion, he pulled the red needle from her mouth. The needle forged from her soul's essence, and crushed it between his fingers. He had destroyed her plan to end her life. Her hatred surged, even more intense. She swore. If she ever escaped, she would make him suffer the cruelest fate imaginable. Her hatred began to evolve. She tried to turn it into a Tao. A flicker of disdain appeared in her eyes. Wang Lin saw it instantly. He shattered her breakthrough before it could take root. With a wave of his hand, her clothes vanished. Then, with the tip of his finger, he pierced her body and mind with celestial energy, disrupting her inner calm, preventing her from focusing on the Tao. Humiliation and fury twisted her face. She screamed, calling him vile, dishonorable, sworn enemy forever. Wang Lin exhaled inwardly. Glad he stopped her in time. He strengthened the seal, ensuring she could never reach that path again. Once the seal was complete, he returned the orb to his storage bag. He thought of the Blood Clan's daughter, a dangerous problem. He decided. Once he extracted all her secrets, he'd find a hidden place to imprison her permanently. His current strength wasn't enough for soul search. He'd have to wait for the right moment. 2 months passed. The wandering spirit left the valley. He ordered Xianxia to send tribe members to neighboring clans, spread the soul absorption technique. To the closest bloodline, he personally taught the advanced extraction technique. Then, he stored the banner of souls, left behind ordinary soul banners, and departed. Xianxia promised to grow the tribe. The wandering spirit stepped into the open heavens, heading straight for the ancient demon city. His mind turned to the capital of Tianyao Prefecture, a den of dragons and tigers. He hoped to find clues there, especially about Zhou Yi's seal. Meanwhile, on the eastern wall of the ancient demon city, General Mo Lihai gazed into the distance. He plotted his future, hoping to use the wandering spirit's help to rank among the top 3 in the general's trials, and earn entry to the ancient demon hall. Soon after, Wang Lin appeared in the sky above the eastern gate. Mo Lihai greeted him warmly. After brief pleasantries, they set off toward the capital. 2 beams of light pierced the sky, racing toward an unknown fate. Only thunder echoed over the ancient demon city. Tianyao City stood in the north of Tianyao Prefecture, ancient, majestic, imposing. It rested among mountains, and from above, it looked as if 9 colossal dragons coiled around it, their heads pointing toward Yu Tan, the dragon pool. The dragon pool wasn't just a symbol of Tianyao Prefecture. It housed the ancient demon hall. Surrounding it, heavy garrisons, strict patrols. Directly before the pool stood the city itself, Tianyao. Tianyao was formed by 9 cities, each as large as the ancient demon city, fused into one. Its layout followed the 8 trigrams. The inner ring was for civil officials. The outer ring, for generals. Mo Lihai's mansion lay in Hongcheng. They passed through bustling streets, then turned onto the military road, closed to commoners. Suddenly, a unit of black armored soldiers thundered toward them, their aura fierce, their demonic energy intertwined. They reined in before Mo Lihai, dismounted, and knelt. General. Then they bowed to Wang Lin, calling him General Wang. Mo Lihai introduced Wang Lin as his friend, and ordered his men to treat him as they would treat himself. Then he invited Wang Lin to his estate, for wine. They mounted their horses. Behind them, the black armored squad followed. Suddenly, another set of hoofbeats approached, loud, powerful. Mo Lihai tensed, spurred his horse forward. Wang Lin narrowed his eyes, recognizing a familiar figure. On the military road, 2 groups charged toward each other. At the front of the opposing force rode 2 men. One wore green armor, his violet hair flowing in the wind. His face was stunningly beautiful, yet twisted with demonic cruelty. A scar ran across his right cheek, breaking the symmetry. Beside him stood a thin man, sharp eyes, cold expression. Neither side slowed. They collided. The violet-haired man stared only at Mo Lihai. The ground trembled. As they neared, Mo Lihai swung a fist. A winged strike tore through the air. Boom! Boom! The violet-haired man flicked 5 fingers, then clamped them into a spear and thrust forward. Their clash sent a shockwave rippling 3 jong wide, precise, clean, not a single building damaged. The violet-haired man stepped back 3 paces. His horse screamed. All 4 legs shattered into bloody pulp. Mo Lihai also staggered back several steps, but Wang Lin raised a finger, absorbing part of the force. Mo Lihai steadied himself. His horse remained untouched. The outcome was clear. The violet-haired man growled. Stone shatters wings. Mo Lihai smirked. 5-finger demon sword? Pathetic. The violet-haired man turned to Wang Lin. Who are you, outsider? Wang Lin remained silent. The thin man spoke quietly. He is Wang Lin. Mo Lihai stiffened. The thin man introduced himself. I am Sun Dao, his senior brother in the sect. Wang Lin saw immediately. Sun Dao was severely wounded. His cultivation had dropped to the peak of the spirit stage. He spoke calmly. Long time no see, senior brother. Your wounds will take years to heal. Sun Dao warned. Be careful of the Dalaojian sect. They're the ones who did this to me. Wang Lin said nothing. He pulled out a pill and tossed it to Sun Dao, a gesture of goodwill, then turned and left. Mo Lihai and his men caught up. The violet-haired man asked Sun Dao. What did he think of Mo Lihai? If you weren't injured, I'd kill him, Sun Dao replied. But don't underestimate him. His technique of 3 lives is terrifying. The violet-haired man nodded. Then he asked. And Wang Lin? Sun Dao sighed, voice heavy. He's strong. Don't provoke him. The violet-haired man fell silent. Sun Dao's words struck deep. On the road, Mo Lihai thanked Wang Lin. That man is Shi Xiao. His 5-finger demon sword technique is unpredictable. He'll be one of my biggest rivals in the trials. They reached Mo's mansion. Wang Lin was assigned to the South Pavilion. Mo Lihai arranged servants, then left to report to his superiors. Alone in his room, Wang Lin sat in meditation, thinking of the upcoming trials and killing. He remembered. Sun Dao's injury came from the Dalaojian sect. To avoid internal conflict, he decided to show goodwill. At dusk, Mo Lihai returned. They spoke of techniques. He explained the powers of the generals. Wang Lin trained for 4 days in Mo's mansion. He didn't ask when the trials would begin. He knew Mo Lihai would tell him when the time came. In his spare moments, he pondered the killing technique, trying to uncover its secrets. Days passed. Mo Lihai was busy, visiting the Demon Emperor and other generals. Tianyao City trembled with hidden tension. On the 7th day, Wang Lin trained in the courtyard. The aura of killing filled the air. 2 guards on watch lost control of their minds. They were about to erupt, when Wang Lin opened his eyes. His gaze was clear as mountain spring water. The guards met his eyes, and it was like ice water poured over their heads. They snapped back to reality. But half their demonic energy was gone. Terrified, they stumbled backward, and never dared look at him again during training. Killing technique transforms slain lives into a foundation, then imprints it as a mark. So far, Wang Lin had killed many beings. Yet why was his killing aura so weak? There had to be a reason. He replayed every moment he had absorbed killing aura. Each memory flashed in his mind, slowly, painfully. He searched for patterns. But each success seemed random. He recalled killing Sima Yan in rage. That time, the aura surged. But he dismissed it. He'd absorbed aura before without emotion. Some aura even came from lowly demon soldiers, but he couldn't pinpoint which one. Wang Lin frowned. The answer slipped away. He knew. The killing technique was one of his key goals in this journey. If mastered, it could help him stand against the mighty Tuo Sen. Yet after years of practice, he'd absorbed only 5 streaks of killing aura. Add 1 from Yao Shishui, 6 total. Far too few to unlock its true depths. He sighed inwardly. The path of killing was brutal. The source of the aura was unclear. Every deduction felt like walking through fog. Only through countless trials and relentless analysis can I solve this, he thought. His gaze sharpened. killing intent flared. His consciousness spread. Found the two guards outside. "Lead me," he ordered. They trembled, but dared not refuse. He declined the horse, and walked slowly through the streets of Hongcheng. He observed the bustling scene, shops, crowds, noise. Women in the demon lands wore bright, revealing clothes, pleasing to the eye. But Wang Lin felt utterly out of place. Loneliness clung to him like a second skin. He walked among people, yet existed in another world. Their laughter, their closeness, meant nothing to him. A wave of sorrow rose in his chest. He turned to leave, when a zither's melody drifted to him. Soft, sad, perfectly matching his mood. He followed the sound. To the riverbank. A painted pavilion floated on the water. A woman sat alone, playing. Her music carried loneliness, grief. Before her, young men laughed, drank, their noise clashed violently with her melody. Wang Lin watched in silence. The music stirred forgotten memories. He remembered quiet days with Li Muwan on the heart of Zhu. Her zither had always carried that faint sadness, but back then, he hadn't understood. Now, the memory flooded back. Pain rose like a tide. After Li Muwan left, he finally realized how much she meant to him. Her image grew clearer, a permanent scar in his soul. The music faded. Under starlight, Wang Lin felt the weight of that old loneliness. He touched his brow. Whispered, "Muwan, we will meet again. That's my promise to you." The pavilion drifted farther. The woman turned, sensing something. She looked into the darkness by the river, but saw only a solitary figure walking away. She sighed. Her fingers brushed the strings. And played again, the same sorrowful tune. Inside the pavilion, lanterns glowed. But in her eyes, only darkness. She bloomed like a lotus, yet no one understood her loneliness. Her music echoed. No one listened. Her world remained silent. Wang Lin left the river. He walked slowly through the night. Behind him, the two guards exchanged glances, confused. To them, he'd spent the whole day just wandering, standing by the river, staring into space. Night had fallen. Yet he still moved slowly. Hongcheng glowed, a city that never slept. Wang Lin's gaze fell on a dark cluster of buildings in Hongcheng. A heavy, oppressive aura rose from them, thick with death and resentment. One guard whispered, "That's the Red Prison, one of the capital's 4 main jails. Holds the worst criminals. Heavily guarded. No entry without a special token." Wang Lin nodded. He sensed several powerful demonic auras inside, not weaker than Mo Li Hai's. After a moment's thought, he turned and headed back to Mo's mansion. He went straight to Mo Li Hai's quarters. Mo Li Hai was meditating. He opened his eyes as Wang Lin entered. "I need to enter the Red Prison," Wang Lin said bluntly. "Is there a way?" Mo Li Hai hesitated. "Difficult." Wang Lin frowned, turned to leave. Mo Li Hai smiled. "How long do you need?" "1 month, Wang Lin replied. "I need to kill. But mass killings in the capital will draw trouble. If I go inside the prison, I'll bring you even greater value." Mo Li Hai studied him, saw his resolve. Wang Lin said nothing. He raised his hand. 5 streaks of killing aura surged into the shape of a gray dragon and lunged at Mo Li Hai. Mo Li Hai punched. The mist scattered. But instantly reformed, into the dragon again. The aura of killing filled the room. Guests rushed in. Mo Li Hai punched again. But the mist broke through his defense, stopping just inches from his chest, barely held back by demonic fury. The aura shook violently. Wang Lin spoke coldly. "Could you stop 1,000 of these?" Mo Li Hai's eyes lit up. He marveled at the power of the killing aura, especially how it disrupted life energy. 1 month is too long, he said. 7 days? Possible. I'll have an answer within 3. Wang Lin nodded and left. Mo Li Hai sat for a moment, then rushed out to make arrangements. That night, Wang Lin didn't train. He sat alone in the courtyard, listening to the music in his heart. He drank wine alone. Moonlight cast a long, lonely shadow. He thought, the path of cultivation is rebellion against heaven. Loneliness is inevitable. Only true emotion can give you strength to fight fate, not just flow with it. In drunkenness, he tasted solitude and the warmth of memory. Then he sealed it deep inside. And waited for dawn. 3 days passed. Wang Lin didn't train. Each morning, he left Mo's mansion and walked to the river, to listen to the woman's zither. He immersed himself in her music, feeling her sorrow, her depth. She didn't know someone listened. But each time she played, her sadness grew deeper. Had Mo Lihai not secured access to the Red Prison, Wang Lin might have stayed there forever, until the strings broke and the music ended. On the third day, he gathered his thoughts. He watched the pavilion drift away, then turned and walked off. At that exact moment, the woman turned, looking toward the river. Though darkness surrounded her, she glimpsed the silhouette of the man walking away. From inside the pavilion, a calm, unyielding voice spoke. "Play something cheerful." She paused. Then, with her fingers, she plucked a lively tune. But beneath the melody, silence wept. A forced smile. The music faded with the pavilion. Only ripples remained on the water. Thank you for your support. If you liked it, subscribe. See you next week.